Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elle and I am the Coffee Addicted Reader. I have my coffee and now it's time to talk about books. More specifically, books that I want to read in 2022. So I'll just start out by saying that there are a lot of books, and I mean a lot of books, that I want to read in 2022. And these are just some of them. I don't even know how many there are. I haven't really counted. I've got the list right here so that way I don't forget any, because my mind is not exactly a steel trap these days. If I don't write it down, I will forget it, okay? I don't know if that's just what comes of balancing a lot of things, or maybe my age, I don't know. Who knows? But that's just what we are working with right now. Whew, man. So as I go through this list, if there are any that you have read or ones that you would recommend, definitely let me know in the comments down below so that way I know which ones I should jump into first. Helps to give me some direction. Either that or I'm just gonna jump in willy-nilly and just read whatever, basically. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first book is one that I've mentioned in previous videos, and it is Scarred by Emily McIntyre. It is book 2 in the Never After series, where she pretty much has, it's basically fairy tale retellings or stories that are heavily inspired by fairy tales with a focus on the villain. And this particular book is focused around Scar in The Lion King, and The Lion King with Scar and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely want to read that because it's just, man, I love my villains. I love my bad boys, although not in real life, but in the fictional world, then yes, they are my bread and butter. So Scarred is pretty much about a king with a possible queen, except the queen is kind of eyeing off the king's troubled brother, I guess, if you catch my drift. If you've seen The Lion King, you kind of already know the direction it's going to go in a little bit. Like, you know, you just know. Okay, I'm not going to go into it anymore because, one, I haven't really read the book yet because it comes out on the 8th of January, but I will be reading it on the 8th of January. So I kind of don't really want to say too much because, again, I don't know. I just know that I really want to read it. So the next 2 books are by the same author, and it's Vanessa Louisa. So Vanessa is such a beautiful human being, just inside and out. You go on her Instagram page and it just radiates positivity and kindness. And if you comment on her post or if you message her, she will message back with nothing but kind words and so much love and support. If you're ever in a down mood, like especially being a writer myself, I have definitely spoken to her in my time of being a little bit down or stressed or not knowing what to do, and she is all too willing to help out and to listen and to give advice and all of those things. So she's just a very kind and beautiful human being. She published her first book around the same time I did with my first book. So she published her first book this year, and I've been wanting to read it. It's been on my TBR for most of the year, but I really want to read it because I keep on seeing her teasers and like her TikToks, and I'm just like, I need to read this book. This is getting ridiculous. I need to read this book. And that book is Merciful Vows. Okay, so this is basically about, I don't like really talking about what a book is about fully unless I've read it, because I'm always worried I might have misunderstood something in the blurb or anything like that. So I'm just going to be very brief. But basically it's a second chance romantic suspense novel about a couple that are married, or maybe they used to be married. I'm so sorry if I got this confused. I've just got so many books in my head that it's very hard to keep up with nowadays. But it's just so good. So good. I can't really say anything else about it. But when I read it this year, I am definitely going to be, I will be just, you know, I'll be doing a review for it because I have a feeling that it's going to be very good. Just, yeah. I'll just leave it there. And the next book of hers that I really want to read, that's coming out in January 18th, if I remember correctly, is Oceans of Us. Now, Oceans of Us is obviously her second book, and it's an age gap romance that's focused around a young girl falling for her father's best friend. Okay, I don't know if it's an MC romance. I know that the guy likes, I think he has a Harley or he likes bikes or something like that. I don't know if it's just an interest of his or if he's a part of an MC or anything like that. Don't quote me on that. I've just seen in trailers, in teasers, that he likes Harleys and bikes and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna assume that's an interest that he has. But I love my age gap romances and taboo romances, so this is right up my alley. And again, gonna read it when it comes out. I gotta check when the pre-order is. I wonder if I don't know if that book is out for pre-order yet. I don't know if it is. I need to check. I need to remember to check so that way I can get it on pre-order. I've got a lot of things to get on pre-order. Bye money. The next book is by another author that published her first book the same time myself and Vanessa did, and that is Vivienne May. Again, an amazing person, amazing author, very talented, just a girl boss, okay? Vivienne May is a girl boss. She works a full-time job and does everything. Like, she's always on social media. She's always like out there doing stuff, and just, I tip my hat to her. Oh my God, I don't know how she does it. And I've done an interview with her, and it's on my website. If you want to check it out, you can if you want. I don't know if you want to check that out. I also have an interview with Vanessa Louisa. So again, you can check it out. It's on my website in the blog part. Anyway, I just don't know how she does it at all. It's just, I bow down to her. I bow down to chicks that, people that put in the work, that hustle, that work really hard for the things that they care about. I admire it so much. It's just so amazing. But she has her second book coming out on the 22nd of February, and that is Lawsuit and Leather. All right, so from what I can gather, it's a story about a girl that has a friend who's a guy, and obviously there's some little crush happening. She's got a little bit of a crush on him. But she doesn't pursue anything because I think that she feels like it's one-sided and that he doesn't feel that way about her. So in walks in another character, and I'm so sorry, I'm not great with character names. I'm really sorry. But in walks in this other character, another guy, and he kind of enters the picture, I guess. It is a type of love triangle kind of situation. I don't like love triangles, but I'm curious to see how this one goes. With certain writers, I will jump into a love triangle just to see how they do it and how they're able to portray this love triangle in a way that won't drive me up the wall. Okay, ever since Twilight, like, I just don't even get me started. Like, I liked Twilight at the time, but after reading a lot more different kinds of books, I now see that it's like, it's not exactly as good as I thought it was. Because I think Twilight was like the first series that I ever read years ago, back when I was 15, so yep, definitely need to read that book. And I'm so sorry I'm not explaining them very well. It's just that I'm not great with explaining books unless I have read the book myself. Okay, and I'm too scared that I'm going to say a spoiler or ruin it for someone, so I'm just being very careful there. The next three are in a series, okay? First two books are already out, but the next and last book comes out this year in November, okay? And it is Chain of Gold, Chain of Iron, and Chain of Thorns, which are a series in the Last Hours trilogy by Cassandra Clare, okay? I haven't read that series. I haven't read that series yet. I've got the first two books, Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron, already. I haven't got the last book yet because I want to, obviously it's not out, and I don't really want to read the rest of the series yet until the last book comes out. because I know Cassandra Clare and I know that she's going to end her books in a way that's going to really rip out my heart or destroy me. So I'd rather have all the books. So I'm going to be reading that series. Super excited. I don't know much about it at all. I usually like to go into Cassandra Clare's books pretty blind. I know that it's part of the Shadowhunter world, but that's as far as I know. The next two books that I want to read, it's also from a debut author, an author that's published in 2021 for the first time, and she has pretty much surpassed everything. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, she's hit the scene and just rocked it, okay? I love this community of readers and writers. They're just so amazing. It's so, like, you have the gatekeepers. Not a fan of that community. I'm not about that life, okay? But I like the community where they're very uplifting. They're sharing their love of books and sharing their knowledge. Like, even writers, there are writers out there that are like, okay, if you ask them a question, they will not answer you. They just will tell you to go and, you know, try and figure it out on your own. But then a majority of writers, 98% of the writers out there, will actually answer your question and to help you. Like, I'm more than happy to help out anyone in terms of writing and learning the business side of writing and craft and answering any questions that someone might have, as long as they are aware that I'm still figuring that stuff out on my own right now. But as I learn things, like, I will tell someone if they need to know. But this particular author is definitely one that I really want to read, and it is Britt Benson. Okay, love her aesthetic, love her Instagram, definitely go check it out. It's so amazing, so beautiful, the color scheme, oh my god. Okay, so her first, like, I think she's released her first book, and I think she released the second book, either that or it's releasing soon. I need to double check that one. First book is, and I need to look down because I keep on forgetting, I forget everything nowadays. First book is Love You Better, and the second book is Better With You, okay? I don't know anything about this book. I don't know anything about it. I've seen, like, little teasers on her Instagram and on her TikTok and things like that. But yeah, I don't know anything about it at all. I kind of want to go into it blind. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything about it. I just want to go into it completely blind and enjoy the ride. And that's the thing. Some books I want to know what it is that I'm going into. Others I kind of just want to go in not knowing, you know? I don't know. And that concludes my list of books that I want to read in 2022. Now again, it's not the only books that I want to read in 2022. There are many. There are millions that I want to read. But these are the top ones that I really, really need to get to, because I've just got so much excitement. I love the books, I like the authors, and I just want to share my love of these books. And when I read them, I will post a review about reading them, or I might do a reading vlog. I don't know. Right now, I'm not really thinking about doing reading vlogs. If it's something that you guys might be interested in, you can let me know, and I could probably do that depending on the book. But anyway, so that's pretty much the video. Let me know if you like this video by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing so that way you don't miss any future videos. Don't forget to drink lots of coffee, read lots of books, and have a fantastic day. Bye.